Now what we're going to do is, this source, as I mentioned, has to take a reference from the Q2. In this Q2 we are going to have a transport reference being created, okay, and we're going to create a labels out in here. So flow item, we're going to assign a labels out in here. Flow item, let us make a name to the label. So the item now which comes onto the queue is going to be called as flow item, and we're going to have is like we're going to assign the value to this label to the token. Okay, in the destination let us put as processor, okay, because it is going to get a reference from its output ports, and let us make it also as a sign, okay, and let us keep all other properties as untouched. Now what does this labels do? Okay, so the standard object based events have specific parameters associated with them. In this case, the item entering parameter contains a reference to the flow item that triggered the event. You will usually want to preserve some of this information by putting it into the label that can be referenced by other process flow activities. Okay, for the purpose of this tutorial, what we're going to do is we're going to use this label name flow item which we just created for the item label and process for the destination label, so that you will clearly see the other places in the process flow that we will give a reference to these labels. Now what we're going to do is we are going to give a reference to this task executors to the dispatcher. Okay, so let us give the dispatcher reference. Okay, and in this dispatcher reference we are not going to change anything. Let us keep all of the other properties untouched. So we have selected a dispatcher in this thing, and once that is done, what we are going to do is we're going to check what these other loads and unloads are going to be. So we're going to keep these all as same as of now. Okay, like this executor task sequence, we are going to keep it as untouched, but we need to give a reference to the item which came into the queue. Okay, and that label we already created onto the source. That is where we are giving a reference, which I already mentioned. We're going to use them for referencing. Okay, so here is what we have been mentioned for the details out in there. And then for unload, the same thing. Item is going to be flow item, and the destination is going to be processor. Okay, so here comes your load, here comes your unload, and then here comes your finished task sequence. Okay, now if you just gonna reset and run, let us see whether this works. Okay, and you can see the tokens flowing from the process flow down the system, so that becomes very clear for us to look how the system goes. And if you could see here, we are getting an error. What it is that we are going to also understand in this advanced tutorials about how are we going to rectify the errors into the system. Now if you see this, processor 1 is not able to reference an operator correctly. Please adjust the object pick operator field. And if you also see here, you are also going to get here some of the syntax errors out in there. We says that processor 1 variables, dispatchers and stuff like that is going to be there. So what we did is we checked this, right? We forgot to uncheck this, and that is what is required. Okay, that's where it's not getting able to reference, because it is not connected to center portly. So that was the error which has been rectified. I'll run this model again. Okay, and here comes the again the model runs here. But the problem again here is that we are having another error here for the Q2, same dispatching error. Here also we have this use transport, which we had for the standard 3D logic, and that is where it was creating a model problem for us. Now let us see whether this works. Okay, now I'll just make this faster. Okay, now if you see this, the things are getting run, the things are getting generated, but our token is not getting done. Okay, so the model materials are getting flowed automatically, but those are not getting referenced or worked onto from the system. Now, how is this being happening is what has to be rectified. For premium content, do not forget to visit our website leansimcorp.com, where you will be getting all these premium contents available. So talking about what things you're going to get in, you're going to get in simulation solutions. You're going to get premium training classes for simulation stuffs. You will be getting 3ds model file support. You can buy modules. You can access to simulation case studies. You can visit our services. Also, you can visit the blogs which you're going to get. So I was talking about simulation solutions, right? You can schedule one-on-one session with us, for training and details. You can access our digital assets like learning center. Okay, so here comes the booking online appointment. Talking about training classes, you can access premium training classes. Once you are going to purchase our subscriptions, you will be able to access our training classes which are listed out here, and these are continuously getting upgraded, guys. Talking about blogs, here we bring in blogs from travel experiences, health, devotionals, like industrial engineering, personality development, simulation tech, and lot more interesting and exciting. So do not forget to visit our website leansimcorp.com for premium content, blogs, and lots more.